What's up, everybody? It's our boy Samuel, back again with another video. And today, we are going to be doing... Now, you've seen me review the iPhone 5C, and you've seen me do the Complete Beginner's Guide. This is the real review. I've had this phone for 9 days, and we're going to get you into the basics of this phone. Now, the first day I had this, I reviewed this for you guys, but this is the real review. And for some reason, this thing does not want to autofocus. I don't know what's... Okay, there we go. So, now this is a tribute to Flossie Carter. First off, I'll probably do a couple of things I don't like, and some things I do like about it. First off, what I don't like about it is the size. And the size is just too small. Just too small. Just too small. This is the 5C 4-inch display. It's just way too small. That's the first. The size. Now, is that a big deal breaker? No. No, I was trying to act like that. And you know my introduction, very similar to Flossie Carter's. Second thing. Now, I've come over from Android. Now, I paused it, so if you guys didn't remember, I'm coming from Android. And like I said, the size, 4-inch, against my better Droid Turbo size, which is 5.2 inches. And the latest release here, and in the next few weeks, this will not be true, but this is the iPhone 6 Plus. 0.3 of an inch smaller than this. I'm not turning into a size comparison video, but you can just see here the build and everything. A light here, then you got the camera, and just look. I'm gonna stack these up one by one. Even with this case, it'd still be. Look at that. Let's start from the very bottom. Look how much length that is with. Just look at that. Okay. Second of the bottom here. Now you can just see here, you've got good room. And once again, I'm coming from that Droid Turbo, where you've got the back button along with the home button, and then the multitask. With this, all it is just the home button. Now, I know what y'all gonna say. You can go back and do whatevs. You can do whatevs and whatevs. Like if you're in the settings, and then you go down to do not disturb, then you can go back. Oops, sorry about that. Go into notifications and then go back. But coming from an Android phone, it took me a little while to recognize that the back button's not down there, or the multitask not down there. The multitask is where you have to hit it twice. Trying to not to let you see any of my thingies. Okay, so third of all, don't worry, is no speakers. Now I know what y'all gonna say. Well, no real speakers. Only speaker is down here is the speaker there. Or I should say is no dual speakers. I should say that. It's right there. You can just see. See it? There's no dual speakers. See, there's just no dual speakers. Now, you've seen me introduce lots of phones. The Droid Razr Max, the Droid Razr M, the Droid Turbo. Now, you know all those are Android phones. And then this. Third of all, and it takes me 5 minutes. Third of all, the home button. Now, the home button on the 5C is just like every regular button up till now. What it is just a nice little button. Well, you didn't see their numbers. So, all it is now, you know the 5S present with 6S, 7, 7S, 7C, 6C possibly, that you've seen that there is a realistic fingerprint scanner home button. And y'all know I don't have to do this. You put your finger over it, and on top of that, if you go into the settings, then you go down to passcode, there says no Touch ID. Okay, so the second thing about the next thing, I'm gonna get no real multitask, and this is very similar to the iPhone 6 Plus real review by Flossie Carter, but I've been realizing it myself, and I've been realizing some of the things that he said with the 6 applies to the 5C. No real multitasking. Now you can just see here, you do have multitasking where you can go down and do everything. And you can just go down and you can go down and look. See, but multitasking, now I can't pull up any other phones. And you can't pull up any other phones because the only thing that I have right here with me is my Tab S, which I'm doing the recording. And if you guys don't believe me, we'll go to, we'll go switch the camera. You can see I'm doing my video off the Samsung charger, off the Samsung tablet. See? Okay. Now you can just see that is it. Okay. Now, those are some of the little things I don't like about it. So the other things I like about it is the keyboard. Oh my gosh. And I say gosh. Just the keyboard. I mean, this is some of the best keyboarding I've seen in a long time. First off, the differences between iOS 8 and iOS 7 is dramatic. Now, you've seen iOS 8 versus iOS 7, a lot of you, so I ain't going to turn that into anything. But we will do a little messaging preview. Now, we'll go into, say, Isaac Heath. What you can do is detail. You can go back to Isaac, and there's messages, or you can go back to your messages or your details. Now you can't see his number, so I don't think you'll care. Then you can see you have first off your attachments, your do not disturb, share my location, send to my current location, or you have your call, FaceTime, or info. And see, now I can always hit this. This is audio message, where I can hit this and it would send out to him. Now I'm not gonna send it to him because he'll think I'm not good, but I will explain it to him that I am doing a video. So, but that's how you do it. And then if you want, you can swipe up, and I'm not gonna swipe up, but if you swipe up to that arrow, you will see that's what will happen. Next, you can go into your camera, where you can hit the camera, and you can record, or you can go into camera, X, and do that. Third of all, now like I said, I was trying to get this, is the keyboard. Oh my gosh. Now you can just see here the keyboard. And then first thing you'll notice between iOS 8 and iOS 7 is this thing right here. You can also hide it or bring it back up. It's called QuickType, which is very similar to Android, where you can type anything you want. I mean, seriously. Now, I'm not going to turn this into a messages video on the iPhone 5C iOS 8, but I will make a separate video for that if you guys want to watch. If you guys want to watch it, link me up in the comments below. But, however, that is another thing I like about it. Third thing is stock applications. Now, one of my favorite apps is the weather. Oh my gosh. This is the best weather I've seen in a long, long time. This, of course, comes from the Weather Channel. That you can also get. You can see partly cloudy. And you can just see here the little clouds that hover up behind me. Behind it. And the clouds are moving. And you can see here. Now we're going to go into Gainesville, Virginia. This is not where I live. And you can see here it says mostly clear. And you can see it's actually moving. Draper, Virginia, mostly clear. Seattle, oh gosh. Seattle, you can see mostly cloudy. But that's one, now I've had Yahoo Weather, the Yahoo Weather up. And, oh yeah, I forgot about something. Now, like Flossie Carter, one of the other things I don't like is no widgets. As I went down to look at my stuff, there is no widgets. Now, lots of you are going to say, now look, you've got calendar and stuff. This is no real widget. Wish I had a phone on to show you. But you know where you can just go in and look at stuff provided. Like so. You can see that now. It's I'm going on 12:15 in my video, so I better work. But these are one of very few stock devices in iOS 8 and iOS 7 from the 5C up. You got what they call Control Center. Control Center, oh my goodness, it helps you so good. You can easily get to your flashlight, get to your timer, get to your calendar, get to your camera, and then up here, and here you can go to get music like so, notes, camera, and now we can go another one of my lovely apps. Say now here, no real multitasking like I saw earlier. We can always go to weather, double tap, messages, double tap, messages, double tap. You can do that all day long, but that's not real multitask. The real multitask is where you can do two things at once. Now most of y'all know the Samsung Galaxy, which is amazing. The Samsung Galaxy have multitask, where you can swipe from the edge of the phone, and it'll come and some stuff will come up. So some stuff will come up like how are you doing, stuff like that. What am I doing? Ugh. And you can go to contacts, like right there. You can get to your contacts, Instagram, Snapchat, Kik, messages, stuff like that with a swip of a button on the Samsung Galaxy. You can't do it on here. You have to, like I just told you earlier, Winston-Salem, partly cloudy, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. You could do this all day. But the point is, and you can just, yes, that's the point. And you can just see here, we will go into this right here. See if I can't highlight that for you. The version. You can just see here the version. And capacity is only 12.5 gigabytes. Don't ever expect you to do that. But this is off eBay, so I don't need to feel the need to put a case on this because I dropped it a few times. There is a little, but you know how people crack their phones. It's not visible. I still don't feel like doing a case. First off, you can see the version 8.4.0. That is the iOS 8.7 that I'm doing. So just stuff like that, whatevs. Other ones, the real apps that you can download. Oh my word! Look at all these apps you can download. Say I'm in Pandora, and I'm listening to some music, and I'll show you some of that.
Holy shit! All this money on me, I can't take it from a G. All she tryna do is get naked, and she gon' shake it.
I did not want that to play. Okay, we'll go to JDFR radio. And then you can just sit here, you put the speaker up to your phone, the phone. But you hold down the speaker and listen to. Yep. And that's the earphone speaker. You can see here the control center, and it says I like to move it. Let's don't listen to that because I don't really enjoy that music. I was just showing you. But just say I am in Pandora and do that. Okay, well, there's other things that I would like to get to, but right now for the 5C, if you don't have one, you can go to your local Verizon. They'll get you one. If you don't have one, it's fine. Whatevs. But there's more to this device than what I just showed you. But now I'm gonna go ahead and turn my ringer back on. And another thing I like about this app is the size. And that goes both ways. Now, you know I'm a good solid 13-year-old. Now you put the phone in my hand. Put the phone in my hand, and you can see. You can just see here, might not focus, but you can definitely see that, there it is, that this fits perfectly in a nice kid's hands. I'm a kid. I could probably do it like this. You can see this is a good size. But most importantly, I love the stuff on the back. You got the iPhone, the Apple logo, and then the camera. Now you know the 5 and 5S. 5C was released about halfway out because that little flash there went into the iPhone 6 Plus and possibly the 6S when it comes out in September. But that's all I really know about this. One thing I don't like is no fingerprint scanner on this 5C. And there's other things that I really don't have a lot of time to get to. But until next time, I will be speaking to you more about everything later on. But until next time, Samuel, out.